is a very, very, very tall matchup. You have DJ Benga for Barako Ball going up against Bruno Shundo of Rain or Shine. And in the backcourt, Fireball Joshua Pistondo is going head-to-head with the Angas ng Tundo, Paul Lee, as we welcome you to PBA Friday. And temperatures are rising. Temperatures are rising as we are nearing the end of the elimination round. And we're so glad to have you with us in our live coverage. Miko Alili kasama, Senyor Domingo El Conquistador Dominic Uy. And Dominic, naturally, itong Rain or Shine, so much more at stake para sa kanila. But Barako Ball, they're fighting for survival as well.
You know, it's always tough to play a team that's fighting for survival. Especially itong Barako Ball, their fate is still in their hands. They still have 2 more games, and if they win the 2 games, they still could make it to the quarterfinals. Ito namang Rain or Shine coming off a bitter loss against the Alaska Aces. They want to get to that number 2 spot with a win today.
Okay, let's talk about Barako. This team obviously needs to win more than Rain or Shine, and they are still hoping to see, you know, an impressive game from former NBA player DJ Benga.
But with the hype, 14 points, 12 rebounds, and 2 blocks, not impressive. Definitely for Barako Ball,
they're not impressed, huh?
Not impressed. Not impressed. With all the hype, you know. But the difference is kasi, ang problema kapag sinabi, Los Angeles Lakers, NBA player, question always is, what type of ball game did he play in the NBA? Was he a support cast? Did he even really play? So yun ang magiging test para kay DJ Benga, because in that first game, definitely not impressed. Lalo na, talo pa sila.
So the expectations naturally increase for DJ Benga. And then for Rain or Shine, you know, the challenge for this Rain or Shine team is to bounce back. The challenge for Bruno Shundo is, you know, to show that he is the better import kaysa kay DJ Benga.
Well, you look at the record, definitely you always say that the better import is Bruno Shundo because he's been here ever since for Rain or Shine. And his numbers have been quite solid para dito sa Rain or Shine. So maganda pinapakita nitong si Bruno Shundo. But, you know, malaking paghamon din because NBA player nga itong si DJ Benga. So he'll want to come back strong in this ball game. So these 3 guys on your screens, sila ang papahirapan itong si DJ Benga if he is able to show yung true game niya.
You know, guys like JR Kinyan, you expect them to be physical. Guys like Big Po Belga, ang lagay nga niyan dun pa lang sa last game ni Benga, he was already citing the ruggedness of play dito sa PBA. What more ngayon, katapat niya Rain or Shine.
You know, if you like it to wrestling, na rude awakening ito si DJ Benga. Because, you know, iba talaga yung pisikalan dito sa PBA, and you know, your first game, you'll always parang maninibago ka talaga, especially for an import. Ikaw yung focal point ng opensa para sa iyong koponan.
Yeah, if you know, masabihan ka ni DJ Benga na magsumbong sa'yo na, you know, it's so physical here.
Oo.
Gusto mo sabihin, I haven't seen anything. Kasi hindi mo palang katapat itong Rain or Shine.
Oo, exactly. Kumbaga yung mga nakatapat niya, pang warm up pa lang.
Here's Joshua Pistondo. He's inside. Nice pass for Benga. He gets clipped on the arm by Jaire Banez.
If you look at the game of DJ Benga, malaki nga siya. But didn't really see too much of what he can do in that ball game. You know, when you're coming off yung import mo prior to that, itong si Evan Brock was so much intensity all over the court. Barako Ball seemed like they were gonna stick it out with him, but they decided last game to change it.
So DJ Benga puts Barako Ball on the scoreboard, 2-0 in the early moments of this ball game. Watching our continuing coverage of the PBA Commissioner's Cup, and Ibanez is with Ronnie Matias, J.R. Kinyan, Bruno Shundov, and Paul Lee.
Well, very important also for Barako Ball. Let's talk about them because sila yung naghahabol. Sila yung mas kailangan nitong larong ito. For them to be able to play well, for them to be able to have a chance of winning this ball game, guys like Josh Urbistonto and Nick Pinisi, who are visibly the leaders of this basketball team, need to play hard and get their game going.
Shundov blocking Sean Anthony from behind. Bola pa rin ng Barako Ball. They have Urbistonto, Pinisi, the import, J. Benga, Lane Maligsi, and Sean Anthony. Pinisi for 3.
Ang magandang matchup siguro ito si Nick Pinisi at si Bruno Shundo, no? parehong malaki, parehong tumitira sa labas, would post up occasionally.
No, that is true. Their games are very similar. As Rainer Shine goes to Sundom, who goes to Paul Lee, and that would be a foul. Laban kay Sean Anthony, I believe.
And they're big. They're able to change the shots of their opponents, but hindi naman nila nasusupalpal talaga yun.
Ashit was against Nick Penisi. Meantime, three-pointer is good there. Rainer Shine, lamang dito ng isa. As Anthony steps on the breaks.
For Barako, really, they need to get into a rhythm of some sort. You know, their last 8 games, they haven't really done too well. They've really been struggling. They need something that they can cheer about.
Something like maybe Joshua Bistondo hitting a lot of three-point shots as Alain gets the put.
At the beginning of the conference, when Barako Ball was winning ball games, Josh Urbistondo was a major part in terms of scoring for Barako Ball. And early on, first 2 quarters pa lang, pumuputok na agad si Urbistondo.
Here's Paul Lee, hesitation move. Loose ball picked up by Maliksi. Nice forward pass for Sean Anthony. And Anthony goes to Urbistondo. Urbistondo now is in trouble. Outside kay Sean Anthony. He fires away. No go. And that ball ends up with Jair Ibanez. You know, you look at the Barako Ball, pareho sila ng global court. There was so much optimism about these two teams at the start of the tournament.
So both these teams won a number of games at the beginning of the conference. Judgment was out right away for these two teams. And you know, sa simula kasi ng conference, the stronger teams, it takes a while before they get into a groove. Lalo na, you know, a team like Talk and Text who came off a championship, medyo mas matagal yan because they're still healing, you know, and then a team like Petron who's very talented, and they did get the proper import, but they're not gonna able to end up with that import for them. And then, you know, all these other teams, the San Nick Coffee Mixers, sa simula, parang diesel yung mga yan. Even Rainer Shine, if you look at them, the past few games, Rainer Shine, dun lang talaga nagpakita ng matinding paglalaro itong Rainer Shine.
Here's Urbistondo. He steps on the brakes. Benga momentarily lost it, but missed the layup. And that will be a loose ball foul laban kay Alain Maliksi.
And those are the types of shots that yung credentials ng isang DJ Benga, inaasahan mo dapat sure 2 points na yun.
I think you brought up an excellent point. When we get players, when we watch players na magiging import na galing sa NBA, malaki yung probability that these are players who were role players when they were in the States. Meaning to say, very specific yung mga papel nila when they were playing for NBA teams. And, you know, if ever, let's say si DJ Benga does not turn out to be, you know, an explosive import, he will not be the first former NBA player na dumating dito, and fans were disappointed because, you know, they were not scorers, they were not star players when they were in the NBA as Paul Lee connects.
And then all of a sudden, you're expected to do everything.
Right.
Sometimes it's quite a situation na mahirap para sa isang player.
A nice swipe by Paul Lee, and Paul Lee will scoot in for 2. It's a 13-4 game for the Rainer Shine Alaska Painters. With over 7 minutes to go in the opening quarter.
And that's Paul Lee for that 3-point shot. Pagkatapos nun, Nico minama itong si Josh Urbistondo with that steal, and Josh Urbistondo could not do anything. Paul Lee for another layup.
It's your PBA Friday dito lang po sa Active, and the last 5 games have been crucial for Barako, pero sabi nga ni Coach Raiko Turaman, ang dami nilang pagkakataon na nasayang at ngayon paubos na ang kanilang mga one more chance. Dagdag pa niya itong si DJ Benga na tamaan ng tuhod sa laro nila laban sa Petron kaya namamaga, and he was only able to attend 1 practice in the past week, kaya inaasahan ng coaching staff ng Barako na buong team mag-contribute tonight in their fight for their life, guys.
So that's added concern sa potential performance ni Benga. He got hurt, so he's nursing an injury to add to the fact that he needs to meet expectations tonight.
Well, tough yung situation na pinasok ni DJ Benga. You know, he has 3 games to play na sigurado. Kasi pwede ka ma-eliminate. So hanggang 3 laro lang ang sigurado itong si DJ Benga. Tapos yung performance mo hindi ganun kaganda, tapos natamaan ka pa sa tuhod. So, we'll have to see how well he's gonna move all throughout this ballgame.
Si ano pa naman si Magu Marson excited. Yung napalitan niya parating si Benga kasi, well, if he didn't know, Magu was like one of the biggest Laker fans in the universe. Reasonable na nga yung pagiging fan niya eh. Kaya tuwan-tuwa siya nung nalaman niya si Benga parating dito. So,
yeah, the Lakers 8th seed, diba?
Hindi pa.
Hindi pa sure. Pero at least nandun na.
Actually, may mga kilala ka na Laker fans. You give them a hug. Matindi pinagdadaanan nila ngayon.
Huwag lang sila makatapat ng mga San Antonio Spurs ng first round.
Until they make it.
Ano ba? Yun na nga. Pag umabot na.
Anyway, we're praying for...
You can liken yung Lakers the same as maybe like a global port in a Barako initially.
Right.
Because there's a lot of optimism because of the changes that they made at the beginning of the conference. Plus yung pagdating pa ng import for the PBA.
Eman Monfort is now in the ball game for Barako Bull, replacing Joshua Custodio. Here's Eman Monfort.
Remember to see Eman Monfort. That 2 points for Eman Monfort. He played really well in that last game. But I remember nung drafting, di ba siya yung pinakamadaming pull-ups?
Oh,
100 pull-ups.
may lakas ng katawan. Anyway, as Paul Lee misses, if Eman Monfort scores on Bruno Shundog, I would just like to issue a warning. I might get carried away.
So ma-overpower or masasurpass yung play of the decade?
Maybe. Maybe. Medyo tagilid. Yung play of the decade nabagala dito, ha? Maybe. I'm not promising anything. Just saying I might get carried away if Eman Monfort scores a top-board layup against Bruno Shundog.
Naku, ibang klase. Kailangan hahawakan ko po yung partner ko.
Yes, please. Here's Monfort over to Benga, and Kinyan breaks the play. Here's Ronnie Matias. Matias spins. Nice move.
It's a solid move by Ronnie Matias. One thing about Ronnie Matias, once he puts his head towards the basket and he's got his mindset that I'm going to score, it's so difficult to stop it.
Meantime, here's Maliksi, and he misses the turnaround. Yari Ibanez with the rebound. 7-point ball game para sa Raynor Shine. Look pass, Kinyan for 3.
One of the guys that can also bring some energy para dito sa Barako Bull, itong si Eman Monfort. You always want to see a guy, a new face, all of a sudden giving you a number of points just to pep things up para sa Barako Bull. You really feel that they need something to cheer about.
Missed 3 by Jaris, so back-to-back missed 3-point shots for Raynor Shine, and Barako Bull hoping to climb back dito sa opening quarter. Less than 5 minutes to go in the opening period. Penisi, Benga against Shundog. Missed there by Benga.
Doesn't really look like he's 100%.
Yun nga, he is nursing an injury which he sustained in his very first game in the PBA. Shundog for 3. So that's 3 straight missed 3-point shots now for Raynor Shine. Here's Monfort. Kinakabahan ako pag tumatakbo si Monfort, kasando si Shundog as Penisi fires.
Also a missed 3-point shot for Barako Bull. They haven't scored from that area dito sa larong ito. 0 out of 7 from the 3-point area for Barako Bull.
Chris Chu and Jeff Chan are checking in the ball game. Ronnie Matias will sit down. Ryan Aranya also checking in. Jari Ibanez will go back to the Raynor Shine bench. Likewise, Danny Siegel, also part of the story tonight, entering the ball game along with JC Intal. So we have Maliksi, Monfort, Danny Siegel, JC Intal, and DJ Benga. Here's Intal, and now to Benga. Shot knocked down to 7. Benga, jump hook, no good. Rebound, Jeff Chan.
Benga really having a difficult time dito sa larong ito. The only 2 points that he has is from the free throw line.
Chris Chu fires a 3 over Monfort. That's a long 2-pointer for Chris Chu.
And as a player, if you're Barako Bull, masakit yun. Bakit kakapasok lang ni Chris Chu, tas parang ang dali-dali niyang nakashoot from outside.
Siegel. 2 free throws for Danny Siegel.
For Barako, one thing to understand now is things aren't working for your import. And a guy like Danny Siegel has the ability to create for himself. You want to be able to set him up a little bit more, get him in situations that he's comfortable with, get to the free throw line like this, and get the points from that area because you're not shooting particularly well. You're shooting 20% so far in the first quarter.
Mo Belga pumasok na rin para sa Rainer Shine. Kinyahan will sit down after committing his first personal foul. Barako Bull moves within 7 points.
Let's talk about Rainer Shine. That last game against the Alaska Aces, masakit na pagkatalo yan, ng Rainer Shine. So they're hoping, that now they're in the lead. They were in control of that game against Alaska for the first 3 quarters. The fourth quarter lang talaga, a big turnaround. So 32-14. But in that ball game, Nico, we have to point out Rainer Shine did not shoot well from the 3-point area. In today's ball game, so far Rainer Shine shooting 4 out of 8.
Good box out by Belga. It's a 10-point game para sa Rainer Shine and an ambitious bounce pass mula kay Jeff Chan. Does not find its target. Nevertheless, despite that error among Rainer Shine, 20-10 with 2.5 to go in the opening quarter. Back inside the big dome, it's Rainer Shine against Barako Bull. He's small but terrible. Eman Monfort, 5 feet 6 inches. He's only 5'6", but he's in the PBA. Playing against the giants of the country.
May pinaguhugutan na naman. But Eman Monfort definitely an impressive game the last time around.
In fact, I'm choking up right now because watching Eman, I'm beaming with pride. Let's go to Jessica.
1999 daw nung una nakilala ni Eman Monfort ang idolo niyang si Danny Siegel kung kailan halos nakakandong pa si Eman dun sa litrato nila. And he says now he feels ang dami na niyang pangarap na natutupad. Not only getting to play well in the PBA but to play side by side kasama ng kanyang idol. Ikaw, Miko, ilang taon ka na nung 1999? Si Eman 10.
12.
Tama.
12 years na siya nag-over.
Excuse me. Here's Jeff Chan for 3. And Doug Kramer now in the ball game, so that adds more muscle here para sa Barako Bull, and
Opting to play all Filipino itong Barako Bull.
I have to wonder, the gravity of the injury of DJ Benga, and how much it's hampering his movement as Kramer gets the rebound.
It didn't really seem like he was moving too well, no? Parang iniinta talaga niya yung tuhod niya. Alain Maliksi all the way, 8 points now for Alain Maliksi.
Well, Alain is never afraid to shoot that ball.
Never. Parang nagiging mas common na ngayon yan, ano? But one thing, you gotta make sure that once you're open, you gotta take that shot.
Marami was open, he took the shot and he nailed the shot. His first 3 points of the ball game, that extends Rainer Shine's lead, 23-14.
5 out of 10 from the 3-point area for Rainer Shine. 15 out of the 23 points.
Here's Siegel against Belga. And Siegel will miss. Kramer with a rebound. Outside Monfort. New shot clock for Barako. Did you see that picture of Eman Monfort and Danny Siegel?
Oo, but alam mo, nagulat ako dun sa itsura ni Eman Monfort. Siyempre,
Bakit? They look the same.
hindi. Si Danny Siegel, yung kapareho yung itsura pa rin. But Eman Monfort, nakita mo naman na nag-mature siya. But very impressive itong si Danny Siegel. I think, if I'm not mistaken, rookie year ni Danny Siegel yun.
Here's Chris Chu. Wow, nice ball fake. Everything but the layup for Chris. We have under 30 seconds remaining in the opening quarter. Here's JC Intal. That will be an offensive foul against Doug Kramer.
9 points down itong Barako Bull. Your import hasn't played particularly well, so you're okay. You cannot panic. You want to just run your offense. Maghanap ka. You know, you have talent. You have Jason Intal, you have Danny Siegel, you even have an Alain Maliksi. These guys can score.
And with 5 seconds remaining in the opening quarter, there's a foul against JC and that neither team in the penalty. So Rainer Shine can write the last sentence of the first chapter. Among sila ng 9 points, 4 seconds to go.
If you look at the bench of Barako, you're looking for a player who can change the game. Someone who can infuse that energy. You have guys, well, now sitting on the bench, Josh Urbistondo. These are the guys that can make things happen. But making things happen so far, it's Rainer Shine. That time, the big Bo Belga making that shot. But we'll review it to see kung talagang counted yun. Bo Belga with that little up and, well, not really under. Then all of a sudden, a jump shot by Bo Belga had so much time to make that shot. Bo Belga with another 3-point shot, the 6th 3-point shot of Rainer Shine in this quarter.
So at the end of the first, Rainer Shine, you know, they're hoping to win this game and strengthen their bid to get the number 2 spot. And so far, they're leading. They're controlling this game. Laban sa Barako Bull, they're hitting their 3-point shots. They're scoring inside as well. And the first among Rainer Shine, 26. So Eman Monfort and Danny Siegel, once upon a time, they had a nice photo together. Ayan. Ang cute ni Eman, no? Hanggang ngayon, cute pa rin si Eman.
Pero nakita mo yung change, eh, di ba? Yung Danny Siegel, pareho pa rin.
Change. He looks the same.
Lumaki siya. 5'6" na siya ngayon, eh.
The height disparity is the same. Pero nakakatawa, ikaw pa.
Dapat nagpa-picture din pala ako nung una tayo mag-cover.
Excuse me. What are you... What are you saying? What are you... But ikaw ba, did you have, you know, syempre, bata ka, you may have seen, like, you know, may iniidolo ka na either UAP player or PBA player, you had a picture taken, and then later in life, nakasama mo or naging teammate mo.
Never ako nagpa-picture, but one of the guys I really looked up to was Alvin Patrimonio. Siya yung pinapanood ko na that time live at the Ultra pa noon. Pure food sila noon.
Malapit na bahay.
Oo. And then, all of a sudden, naging teammate ko yung kapatid niya.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So, may mga ibang times na nag-aaya sila dun sa bahay ni Alvin in Antipolo and starstruck ka. You know, the first time you see him, and of course, he was playing the best basketball at that time.
Okay, for more on Barako Bull, let's send you back to Jessica.
Nico, nagtaas na ng boses si Coach Raiko Toroman in that last huddle. Sabi niya, parang hindi siya makapaniwala na hinayaan nilang maka-anim na 3-pointers ang rain or shine. Kaya ngayon, he wants to see lockdown on defense and organized offense at, I quote, move, guys.
Oh, you know, we saw Raiko at the end of that opening quarter when Bo Belga hit that 3-point shot. Threw his arms and hands up in the air. Kasi, ano siya, busit na busit siya because it was so easy, yung 3-point shot ni Bo to end the first quarter.
You know, one of the biggest frustrations as a coach is when your team cannot get into a certain type of a groove. At yung energy feeling mo, and that's what Coach Raiko Toroman is feeling at the start of this ball game. So he's trying to pep his team up para magising.
We are in the early moments of the second quarter. A pull-up by Chris.
For Barako, it seems like it's so difficult. But on the other hand, para sa Rainer Shine naman, parang ang dali-dali ng puntos. The outside shots are just knocking down. The flow of things shooting 55% in the 3-point area, 50% total.
But as Siegel put out some word of now, we're describing Rainer Shine. There's, you know, great, fluid, nice rhythm sa laro nila. They're very relaxed when they're taking shots, just like that one by Coach. But itong ganito, yung Rainer Shine Alaska game.
And then all of a sudden, Don Ontiveros happened in the fourth quarter, hitting 5 or 6 3-points in that quarter alone.
Meantime, here's JC, and he loses the ball. And Doug Kramer with a bicep shot, and he overshoots. It's Aranya. This is bicep shot. Your Doug actually hates that term. I mean, he really, really hates it. Since hindi naman niya naririnig, I can say.
In that first quarter, Miko, Rainer Shine making Barako pay off those turnovers. 7 turnover points para sa Rain or Shine off the 4 turnovers of Barako Bull.
Oh, Ryan Aranya really taking his sweet time with this free throw. As Joshua Bistondo returns to the ball game, replacing Eman Monfort. One out of two para kay Aranya. It's a 12-point game para sa Rainer Shine. Going over the gentlemen on the hard court, Mark Macapagal, Joshua Bistondo, Danny Siegel, JC Intal, and Doug Kramer. On the floor for Barako Bull, and a nice layup for JC Intal.
You like that layup because JC Intal was very aggressive going towards the basket, not settling for the outside shot.
1-point game for Rainer Shine. And here's Belga. The rebound for Doug. Collecting rebounds, and he already has 6 rebounds off the bench.
Well, that's tough for Barako Bull. You know, after that shot by JC Intal, you're hoping that you get into a spurt of points. Then all of a sudden, an unforced turnover for Barako.
Meanwhile, for Rainer Shine, nandiyan si Chris Chu, Bo Belga, Jerby Cruz, Jeff Chan, and Ryan Aranya. And turnover laban sa Elastopenos.
You know, I really like that play of Bo Belga because it's a fake handoff and then screen para pumipivot ka lang actually, and then the pass, but pass a little bit too strong. But that's one of the things that, you know, players use to their advantage when you actually move with the ball and actually you're screening your teammate.
Almost another rebound para kay Doug Kramer. Meantime, here's Aranya. Aranya against 4 red shirts, and Aranya will score.
And we were stressing how easy it is para sa Rainer Shine na makapuntos. Yun, Ryan Aranya against 4 Barako Bull players, still getting the shot up, getting the basket, the foul, and the 3-point play opportunity.
And for more Ryan Aranya, let's go back to Jessica.
Kwento ni Ryan Aranya sa akin, Miko, na nagulat daw sila after losing their last game. Hindi daw nagalit si Coach Yeng. Well, you know, napagsabihan sila pero hindi daw sila sinigawan, and in fact, sinabi lang sa kanila that they really need this twice to beat advantage. Kaya ngayon, gagamitin daw nilang motivation ang pagkatalo na yun, guys.
Oo, dahil hindi siya nagalit last game. Pag matalo sila ulit ngayon, imposibleng hindi na siya magalit. Yeah, really, you know, a master of making his players think. Always keeping them guessing on what's true. And yung balik nun, you're always on your toes.
Sige nga, matanong nga kita as Jerby Cruz connects. If you play, because you never played for Yeg, right?
Never.
Okay, so if you try and imagine na ikaw, with your personality, your style of play, would you survive? I mean, would you thrive under coach?
Survive? Yes. Thrive? I'm not sure.
Diba? Just be honest. Papagay ka ba sa style ni coaching as Danny Siegel fires and misses, but there's a putback by his man? So, kaya,
It's something that I
papagay sa'yo yun.
not initially. It is something that I will have to grow into.
Like kunyari, siyempre masisigawan ka, he'll berate you, because that's just how he, you know, how he motivates players, and he does that very well.
And alam mo, you know, I was courtside for a long time at narinig ko si Coach during the timeouts. And one of the things, yung, alam mo yung parang mortal sin sa kanya, yung tumira ka, yung hindi ka tumira na open ka, and if you go up, I don't want to say weak, but sige na, weak.
But ikaw finesse player din.
Hindi, more of defense, eh, diba? Yeah. Shoot the outside shot. So, you know, for Coach Yeng also, defense, he puts a premium on defense. So it's something na hindi ako sanay na sinisigaw na ako nung naglalaro ako because I would make limited mistakes. Hindi, because sumusunod ka dun sa sistema eh.
Okay.
So I wouldn't be the type na, alam mo yun yung pag sinabi, oh sige, ito run natin, susundan mo yung play.
Okay.
Hindi ako yung type na
You're right, you won't freelance.
yes.
So yung sistema, susundin mo yun.
Susundin mo, then you put your trust dun sa sistema nyo.
Yeah.
No, and so yun yung mga things na baka mahirapan. You know, it will take some time for you to be able to get into it. But you know what? It could be really good for players na ganun because you will now have that confidence na, you know what? I can actually do it.
Sinabi. Basically, mahirapan ka.
Oh, yeah. Survive nga.
Okay.
Hindi thrive.
Here's Jeff Chan. Well, let's face it, hindi lahat ng players babagay sa style ni Coach Yang.
Yes.
As Shundo fires and misses.
And there are some players who will really thrive dun sa sistema ni Coach Yang Yao.
As Bakapagal will miss, tapik ni Benga. By the way, tinweet ako ni Mabu. Nanonood siya ngayon.
Lakers pa din.
He wants to, as Urbistondo connects with sabi niya, he's been a Laker fan long enough not to be excited over Benga.
So, labas na for the win.
So, papabasa ko yung tweet niya kay Benga.
But before that was Josh Urbistondo finally knocking down a three-point shot for Barako Bull.
Here's T.Y. Tan, no go. We crossed the halfway mark of the second quarter. Rainer Shine still enjoying a 9-point lead.
You know, one thing that Barako Bull did well in the first quarter is they were able to keep in step in terms of rebounds. You know, Rainer Shine, the #1 rebounding team this conference. But they gave up 2 offensive rebounds in that set.
Foul on Nick Pinisi. Free throws for before we proceed. We'll take this time out. Abang Rainer Shine, 39-30. Sa PBA Friday coverage. It seems that Joshua Bistondo is the barometer for Barako. He plays well. You look at their record, 3-1. When he struggles, it seems that the entire team struggles along with him.
When you look at Josh Urbistondo, his last 8 games only averaging 9.8 points and they were 1-7. So definitely the clear barometer for Barako Bull.
And for more on Josh Urbistondo, let's send you back to Jesse.
Sabi ni Josh, there is pressure in knowing that his energy and performance is a big factor sa performance din ng kanyang team. But masarap din daw yung feeling na mataas ng expectations at may tiwala ang mga coaches niya sa kanya. And he's hoping to respond better sa laro tonight and really provide that spark para sa kanyang koponan, guys.
Mahirap yun, ha, Nico?
Bakit?
Barometer. There's a lot of pressure that matanong kita. Pag ikaw yung naging barometer, di ba? And people openly say it. Diba? There's a lot of pressure. And I'm not talking about just basketball.
Running?
Pwede. Hindi, diba? In anything. If people openly say it na, you know what? You're the key.
Sige, okay. I suppose what you're saying is, parang kunyari sa pagtatakbo, kung ikaw ang pacer, you're setting the pace, you're pressure. Kasi sa'yo nakasalalay na at sa'yo susunod lahat. If you're not the type who wants to lead as the
Mahirap yun because you're the leader of the success. Kumbaga sa'yo nakasalalay, sa'yo nakataya yung buhay ng koponan, ng kumpanya, or whatever it may be. So there's a lot of responsibility. That's why not all players are leaders.
And not all leaders are players.
Yes.
I don't know if that made sense. Shot clock down to 2 and Shundog throws it. So, bola ngayon ng Barako Bull. Under 5 minutes to go, Intal catches the long pass outside to Urbistondo and he's been counted by Abe Norwood, who's in the game for the very first time. Urbistondo against T.Y. Tan. Here's Penisi. He fires again. Lucky break. But Intal couldn't connect.
And that's tough for Barako Bull. That was 2 points for JC and Tal.
Type ball sends it to Larry Rodriguez.
You know, talking about the confidence, really, every game that you watch rain or shine, you're just impressed. Na lahat sila, all players in that lineup may kumpiyansa na pag ginamit ni Coach Yang. And one of the things that Chris Chu said, kasi sa ensayo, napakatagal nila paglaro ng scrimmage, so you're so used to it. Hindi yung bigla nalang pag hinugot ka na, uy, ginamit ka, parang naninibago ka.
In all probability, Rainer Shine probably has the longest scrimmage time among all the 10 teams in the PBA. No? I think malaki yung probability that that would be correct.
And you know, a lot of teams will break down a lot of different things. Half-court sets, half-court time, para hindi masyadong kapagod. But Coach Yang Yao, you know what? The way he rotates his players, kapag tinignan mo yung mga minuto nila, bibihira yung nag-average ng 40 minutes. Actually, low 30s nga or high 20s lang ang average ng kanyang mga players.
That was a block by DJ Benga against a driving ball lead. 7 points ang labang ng Raiders Shine with under 3 minutes to go.
Hindi ka sure?
Hindi ako sure. Oh, teka, breaking news. Breaking news. I just got a text from Mr. Willie Marshall, PBA Media Bureau Chief. Ang text niya, tatakbo ka. So yes, yes, I am.
Actually, dapat ikaw yung nandun sa poster eh.
Huwag naman, hindi ko kaya yung mga ganang compression. Pang-fit lang yan eh.
Bakit fit ka naman ah? Papakita ko yung before and after picture mo.
Yes, or Bistondo misses the layup. Okay, pero sali tayo dyan kasi it's for a very good cause. Tapos siya is promoting fitness, di ba?
At alam mo yung kagandahan doon, madami mga categories. Kung tumatakbo ka ng seryoso, meron kang pwedeng salihan. At kahit di ka naman tumatakbo ng seryoso, meron ka din pwedeng salihan.
Yes. Here's Urbistondo to Benga. Benga, that's an open shot. Goes in and out. And Intal. Oh, siya tatawagan ng foul. So, small foul against JC Intal. And that will allow Raiders Shine to retain their 7-point lead. Tapos penalty ang Barako Bulls. So, 2 free throws here for Gabe Norwood.
Raiders Shine continuing to shoot well from the floor, shooting 46% from that area. 3 points naman, 6 out of 15, 40%.
And we have the Coca-Cola PBA Young Stars. You catch them in their provincial, and regional, and national legs. Yan, May 20, May 10, May 19, that's the start of the national finals. Para sa 13 to 16 years old.
Well, it's such a great project of the PBA because it really promotes yung ating kabataan na maglaro and to see, the best thing as an athlete, and that's the great thing about basketball here in the Philippines. Habang bata ka pa, meron ka nang pwedeng ihangad, pwede tingnan, okay, may career sa basketball, and that's the great thing about basketball here in the Philippines.
Age ko ba nag-start
ng basketball na seryoso?
Oh, yeah, seryoso. It's probably like yung last year in Lasal, I guess. Naiinan ko unang natuto as a volleyballist.
Alam mo dati, nung naglalaro ako with my cousin, mga 6-7 years old, hindi ko seryoso yun. Hindi nga ako nanalo sa kanya out of, siguro mga 100 games yun, araw-araw kami naglalaro. He used to idolize Sonny Jaworski. Oo nga, tapos ako yung ginagawa niyang Ricky Brown.
Okay.
Never ako nanalo. But no, to talk about it, I think I got into basketball seriously mga 11 years old. It's actually late na yan, ha?
Pero varsity ka na noon.
Di ba?
Technical foul here. I think, yes, against Yang Giao. Yang was really screaming about something earlier. And so we'll have a technical free throw here by Bengalisi. Asking for an explanation from referee Noel Kilingen.
And that's how you know that Coach Yang Giao, every time he coaches, lagi nakatayo yun. His demeanor is exactly the same. May he be coming off a loss, coming off a win, may he be up by 20 or down by 20.
Ball will stay with the Barako Bull with 14 on the shot clock, and I think here's what happened. There's a bump here. Oh, nasiko pala si Paul dito. Squarely on the jaw.
At yun yung hinihingan ng tawag ni Coach Yang Giao.
Here's Benga, 15-footer. That's good.
DJ Benga now with 9 points in the ball game. They're hoping that he gets in a groove of things because once your import starts playing well with confidence, slowly. Also, alam mo, napaka-importante kasi pag may import ka, kailangan kumpiyansa ka sa import mo.
Here's Shundog, Norwood, and now Larry Rodriguez against Vic Penisi. Shot clock down to 2. Shundog for 3. Rebound to Bistondo. Just a 6-point ball game for Rainer Shine and Barako both fully aware that they're well within shouting distance here, and that will be last touch on Sean Anthony. Sean Anthony and some disbelief. Action continues. Ball on Rainer Shine. Under a minute to go. They're protecting a 6-point advantage. Here's Paul Lee for 3. Wow, and now it's Raiko Toroman's turn to go bananas in front of that Barako Bull bench.
So Barako feeling that they should have gotten possession of the ball both times. Visibly frustrated, Barako Bull getting that foul.
The foul was against Sean Anthony.
Warning, Barako will enter full coaching results on the first assistant judge number 1 for secondary non-ball.
So, as expected, a warning on Raiko Toroman. He's really in the face of referee Ray Yante, arguing his case as Shundo connects.
Here, coach, you always want to start things up. You want to start a fire, feeling a sense of urgency for your team. The good news for Barako Bull, they haven't been playing particularly well, but they're only down by 8 points.
Here's Urbistondo. 12 seconds remaining in the first half. Sean Anthony on the move. Sean Anthony, nowhere to go. First one up. Rebound, Shundo. 5 seconds remaining. Paulie is in motion, and Paulie goes in and scores.
I thought Nick Panisi was going to get that block, but Paulie making sure that he got that shot up right before Nick Panisi tried to get that block.
Basket is good for Paulie, but all eyes earlier were on DJ Benga because, Barako Bull desperate to stay in the race. They need Benga to come up with huge numbers. But at the end of the first half, Benga and company are trailing by 10. 48-38, laban sa Rain or Shine. Active Center, next. Okay, at the half, Rain or Shine about 48-38 over Barako Bull. And so far, it's been generally all Rainers. I like to thank the guys. I don't know if I should thank them, no? Si Aaron, tsaka si Jolas who are in the studio. You'll catch them later at the end of this game. But meantime, in this game, ang trabaho ng Barako Bull is to try and play catch-up. Rain or Shine, from the very start of the game, they've controlled the pace. They've shot from the outside, scored inside as well.
When you look at Rain or Shine, they've been playing their game. They're shooting well from the outside. They're playing good defense. They were limiting Benga in the first quarter, and that's why they have a 10-point lead dito sa ating halftime. And look at the first quarter, 23% field goal shooting for Barako Bull. At ito namang si Paulie led Rain or Shine with 8 points in that first quarter, and Rain or Shine shooting 50% from the field, 6 out of 11 from the 3-point area. Doon talaga nanggaling yung bulk ng kanilang mga puntos. In the second quarter, Barako Bull making some changes. They were able to get a 48% clip from the field. Plus, they were doing a better job in terms of getting the offensive rebounds and putting it back. So yun yung magandang nangyari dito sa Barako Bull. Plus, they outscored itong Rain or Shine in that second quarter. So they were able to make some headway. The question is, at the start of the third, they have to be able to get things going again because visibly kulang ang energy ng Barako.
Probably not good if you're named Barako Bull Energy Cola, right? Let's find out what both teams discussed at the half from Jessica.
Nico, para kay Coach Yeng Giao, they're happy with the pace na pinakita ng Rain or Shine during the first half. Sabi niya, he intentionally shortened their rotation to make sure that all the players are active and energetic. What they want to do is avoid making the mistake they made with Alaska, which was relaxing in the second half. Para naman sa Barako, sabi ni Coach Raiko, they didn't play their game, kaya bumaba ang confidence ng kanilang mga players. Now they need to change the way they're playing to be more enthusiastic at lumaban talaga, guys.
So that connects perfectly to your observation. Raiko's team, not enough energy, not enough urgency in that first half.
Well, definitely if you're Coach Raiko Torman, you want to wake things up. You want to start things differently dito sa third quarter, unlike what happened in the first. But so far, Rain or Shine in control of this quarter. Unang-unang naka 3 points. Itong si Bruno Shundo, and then now Gabe Moore going to the basket, getting fouled, getting the basket and fouled.
At the same time, itong Rain or Shine, fully cognizant that if they commit the same mistakes that they made against Alaska, Barako can bounce back to you.
You know, when you look at the game against the Alaska Aces, one thing good that came out of it, meron ka ng basihan. You can remind your players, you can tell them, kapag ganun na naman ang ginawa natin, baka ganun ulit ang maging kalabasan.
Shot clock down to 6. DJ Benga against Bruno Shundog. Shot clock down to 2. And we can do that. Gabe Norwood tapping that ball out and away. And here's Norwood. Joined by Shundog, Aranya, Matias, and Shundog.
And I like what Bruno Shundog is doing here in the third quarter. He's trying to bring out Benga even more. Nakikita na niya mukhang nahihirapan si Benga sa paggalaw, sa kanyang mobility. Bring him out even more because he will be open for that.
We pointed it out. Shundog and Pinisi very similar. Just in that instance, Shundog hits a 3. Pinisi hits a 3 for Barako. Lamang pa rin ang Rainer Shine, 56-41 in the early moments of the third quarter. And Tigan hands it off to Gabe Norwood. 6 to shoot. Here's Matias against Istad. 3 to shoot. Matias has the ball. Not enough time.
Trying to get a little bit creative that time. Itong si Ronnie Matias with a 15-point lead all of a sudden for Rainer Shine.
Oh, nice move. Evan Monfort. He missed it.
They're still safe.
No, I'm really controlling my emotions. Monfort makes a move to the basket.
Actually, Nico, one of the guys that really liked how Eman Monfort is playing, or likes how he's playing, itong si Jonas Villanueva.
Really?
You know, during the half, I saw him and I spoke to him a little bit. And I said, mukhang namimiss ka talaga ng Barako. Sabi niya, nandyan si Eman. Maganda linalaro niya. You know, he's Eman Monfort tayo. Sabi niya,
maniacs din pala siya. Here's Matias, and he goes all the way for 2. And once he Ronnie is more consistent. He started this game, zero hesitation whatsoever in attacking the basket.
They gave him the clear lane. Ronnie Matias, not the best dribbler, not the best looking dribbler, but he is effective. That's what you like about Ronnie Matias. Again, he decided to go to the basket. There's no way. That's nothing. Hindi na siya mapipigilan. Hindi na mapipigilan ang batas ni Matias.
There are actually guys.
Kumbaga sa decision, di ba? Supreme Court.
Final na. Final. And there are actually guys, Shundog fires and scores who watch Rainer Shine. Hindi nakabatas ni Matias t-shirt. And we'll talk about that. Or maybe we won't when we return. Malaman, Mura, at hello. Kyle Dinya kasi easy to open. Ulalam! Yes, hi. Ready to eat ulam para sa masa. Mahal ng masa. Ulalam, 15 pesos lang. Pwede pa share.
Nangalin. Yung ulalam.
Ulam,
Evan Monfort, 3!
That's a 3 for Evan Monfort. He has 5 points in the ball game. Pero lamang pa rin ang Rainer Shine, 62-44. And again, I am trying to convince my friend here, Dominic Wood, to change his Twitter name from at Dominic Wood.
Hindi ko pa nakukuha yung number of yes votes
at Uy Lalang. It's more catchy. It's catchier. I think more people will remember it. Pwede tumatak na yung pag-habang buwan.
Oh. And I can thank you for that.
I'm telling you,
later on,
you changed your Twitter name to Uy Lalang. I think that's an additional, easily, like 300 new followers.
I think in how long?
Ano lang yun? Rough estimate.
In how long?
10 minutes? Witness hard-hitting MMA action in PXC 37 for the Bantamweight Championship. Crisanto, the Slugger, Pitpitungi versus Michinori Tanaka. Magbabakbakan din sila Mark Eugene Scrigo at Yuzuki Yachi. That's May 18, 7 p.m. at the United Sports Arena at 9 p.m. via satellite. Ito sa actor. Tickets available at SM Tickets and Ticketboard. 20-point ball game para sa Rainer Shine. Rainer Shine wins this game. They are guaranteed a playoff for the number 2 spot, right?
And that's what they're going for. You know, that was a tough loss against the Alaska Aces previously. Sanay itong rain or shine, but they are, you know, in control of the tempo in the basketball game. Nung kalaban nila Alaska, nadapa sila in the fourth quarter, and that's what they want to try and avoid this ball game.
Here's Norwood. Ranya's in motion. The ball goes to Kinyahan. Good. And the pass for... Ooh, what a move by Shundov. But he missed it. And interception here for Norwood. So one more chance here for Rain or Shine. Aranya won't pull the trigger. Lots of time to work with. Ronnie Matias steps on the line.
Good idea, stepping on the line, wanting to pass it to Bruno Shundov for the easy 2. In the third quarter, Rain or Shine really displaying the rhythm that they're comfortable with. Ito yan, Bruno Shundov, what a move, almost getting that basket and really using his mobility. 7'4" siya, mas matangkad siya dito kay Bruno Shundov, or rather kay DJ Benga, but more mobile. You know, we had reports yun nga na actually yung tuhod nitong si DJ Benga tinanggalan ng likod.
And it's actually wrapped in the athletic tape.
Kinesha tape.
Kinesha tape, yes.
And you know, 36 milliliters of fluid ang natanggal dun sa kanyang tuhod.
Ano karami?
Madami. Nasa loob ng tuhod mo
Here's JC. Missed it. Baliksi. Rebound. Put back. And that's good. Put together a run here towards the midway point of the third.
Well, in the second quarter, when they made the start of the run in the second quarter, they did it all Filipino, and then DJ Benga came in and scored 7 points.
Norwood cross-court pass. Aranya on the move. Aranya runner. That's good.
Ryan Aranya now with 11 points. Balanced scoring attack for Rain or Shine. Paul Lee with 10. Aranya with 11. Bruno Shundov with 16.
Here's Montfort over to Penisi. Penisi for 3. Here's Kinyahan. Who's ball picked up by Aranya. Aranya, specialty of the house.
And that time, Ryan Aranya was alone. The only white shirt in the shaded area, still getting that layup.
So it's 68-49. Still a commanding performance for Rain or Shine as Maliksi misses the 3. Here's Norwood over to Ronnie Matias. Handoff intercepted by Maliksi. It's Maliksi and JC. And Kinyan wisely holding on to Alain to prevent a possible lane.
You're up by 19 points and you make plays like that. Heads up play for JR Kinyahan.
Urbistondo is checking back in the ball game para kay JC Intal. Here's a pull-up para kay Maliksi. Referee Killingan says tumama na dun sa shot clock. Actually, the ball can actually go over yung parang bubon ng backboard. Basta wag siyang tatama sa shot clock at wala siyang tatamaan. Pwede. That's allowed.
Live ball is what we call it.
Montfort for Bistondo. Fireball for 3. Yes, sir!
You know, I like this combination by Barako. Now you have Urbistondo and Montfort. Definitely will speed things up. Try to get open shots.
It's a block by Pinisi, but Shundov is there to take care of business. Huge advantage for Shundov without Benga in the paint.
Well, not just Benga. Tumulong itong si Mick Pinisi. So sino na lang magbabox out sa kanya? Nobody really can match up against his size.
Here's Urbistondo and Pinisi. Pinisi for 3.
Slowly but surely, Nick Pinisi, 13 points in the ball game, 3 3-point shots in this quarter.
And that will cut down Rain or Shine's lead to 15. with under 4 minutes remaining in the third. Aranya goes right. Aranya. Timing moves of Aranya. I mean, just so effective.
18 points now for Ryan Aranya. And ito pa, isa pa tong si Ryan Aranya, no? He knows how to move with and without the basketball. Plus, he's such a great defender. That's why he gets a lot of minutes from Coach Yangiao.
That's a miss mula kay Urbistondo. 72-55. Rainer Shine still ahead. And Ronnie Matias, zero hesitation.
And that time, isa na namang white shirt, tatlo, apat na nakapula ang kalaban. Still 2 points and almost.
Kumapit na ako sa upuan because Montfort took that shot against Bruno Shundo. And meantime, may foul laban kay Chris Chu, his second personal. Sa boteng Mang Tomas, patok sa mga macho. Buhay nyo, Mang Tomas, macho, ganado. Danny Siegel is checking back in the ball game, this time for Nick Penisi, who was shooting well from Rainbow Country, and all eyes now on Douglas Kramer. I think his biceps are just as big as my legs. Sinukat namin
Alam mo, isa lang ibig sabihin nun. Hindi, actually, pwedeng dalawa. Ano ba? Malaki yung bicep ka, balik yung legs mo.
You should see him flex his biceps. Yeah. The other watching from the bench. Barako Toroman wants to talk to the troops. Lamang ang Rainer Shine, 76-57. Back to the
Mga manonood, yung halaga ng bawat laro. Tomorrow, Sunmig and guys like Petron, alam mo, nagpipasig tayo, lalaban-laban pa kayo sa position. You're not yet assured. The only one who's assured so far of a position is the Alaska Aces, the number 1 spot. And Global Port.
the wrong end of being assured.
Oh yes,
Sila yung nasa pinaka-ilalim.
so they played well.
Kanina, they almost beat Alaska earlier, but Alaska winning 93-92. RJSU was the best player with 14 points. So Alaska with an 11-3 record, and Global Port at 11-2, or rather 2-11.
Nico here in the third quarter, Rainer Shine already with 29 points. Barako only with 19.
Special thanks to our radio partners, 90.7 Love Radio, 101.1 Yes FM, 96.3 Rock, DZSR 918 Sports Radio, with the very youthful James Velasquez and the very wise Al Mendoza.
Perfect combination. Youth and experience.
Yes. Want to shoot, and Salido
Only played here in the third quarter, but what a tough shot by Selena Cruz.
Under 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Still all rain or shine, but Barako determined to put up a serious.
If you look at Barako Bull, yes, you may say that they're not scoring as much as they would want to, pero at par, yung puntos naman itong Barako Bull, nagiging problema ng Barako is really their defense. If you look at the third quarter, there have been a number of layups for rain or shine. It hasn't been too many people trying to stop them from those layups.
I believe that was an offensive foul laban kay Celino Cruz. 2 minutes remaining in the third. This two with Belga, Jerby, Jaire, and Rania, and Belga gets quite an easy offensive rebound for Rainer Shine. Belga swings it to Aranya. Lots of time to shoot. Aranya loses the ball. Here's Urbistondo on the move. Over the shot. Anthony! And he gets hammered by Belga.
At that time, if you look at Sean Anthony, alam niyang babanggain siya ni Bo Belga eh. So he made sure he went up strong, got the contact, and got fouled. Very important. When you're going for a layup, attacking the basket, you always have to go hard. Then the moment you don't go hard, those are the times na pwede ka masaktan.
Especially against Bo Belga.
So kung ayaw mo masaktan, sumot ka na lang sa labas.
And yun, si Bo, a slight nudge. Laki ni Bo eh. So yung slide sa kanya, yung epekto dun sa kalaban, not so slight. So we have Rainer Shine still leading this ball game, 79-61. Chris Chu off the glass, that's good.
Chris Chu with this ball, very aggressive going to the basket, getting his points, already 11 points for Chris Chu.
The battle of brothers here. We have Chris Chu playing for Rainer Shine, and then sa kabila naman, we have Charles Chu, assistant coach for Barako.
One of the things that you gotta admire with Chris Chu is, you talk about all his other off-the-court activities, but as a basketball player, just so smart. At alam mo ba, before the game, the layup by Jervy Cruz, a home run by Bo Belga, what he does before the basketball game is, alam mo, nagkaroon na ng injuries itong si Chris Chu in his short career in the PBA. He does a number of exercises to be able to warm up properly, especially pag second game ka, mas maikli yung oras mo to warm up. So he does that before the ball game to prevent injuries.
Can't express enough the importance of any physical endeavor.
And warming up properly.
Right. Parang ano lang yan.
Kung saan running? Kasi alam mo, ite-text kita. Basta PBA pa nun, papaalala ko siya mag-stretch ng mabuti.
So I really have to run because it was declared by Boss Willie Marcia. As Danny Siegel connects, nearing the end of the third quarter, and Chris Chu acting as the point guard of this Rainer Shine unit. Chris spins outside, Bo fakes, Bo on the move, pulling up, no go. It's Dynamite Danny with the basketball. Sends it to the fireball for three.
Things up for Barako Bull. Josh Urbisondo, we mentioned, he's the barometer for Barako, now with 9 points in the ball game.
Jeff, Bo for three. Rebound, Urbistondo. Time winding down in the third quarter. So Barako Bull can actually write the last sentence of the third chapter, and Urbistondo is trying to create. Finds Celino. Nice fake. Celino, fall away. And that ball ends up with Doug Kramer. 1 second to go. Oh, they counted. But to be some disagreements here, I think, between Danny Siegel and Bo Belga. Oh, Danny pushing Bo away. And now, referees getting in the middle of this promotion.
But Danny Siegel was visibly frustrated early on because he felt like nung sumusubukan niya kumuha ng rebound, he was being held down. So after that play, mukhang nagkaabutan ulit itong si Bo Belga and Danny Siegel. This is that play, that shot by Celino Cruz, and you can see Danny Siegel telling the referees that he was held down. Bo Belga was actually on the other side, but good move by Doug Kramer. And then later on, there will be some commotion, and Kramer trying to ward off Jervy Cruz and Jeff Chan papunta dito kay Danny Siegel, because Danny Siegel definitely frustrated and felt like he got fouled in that play.
So si Jervy Cruz at tinawagan ng personal foul, and then you had this commotion when the two teams were trying to head to their respective benches.
A lot of frustration for Barako being down by this much here in the third quarter. We'll see. It looks like
okay, so technical foul on Danny Siegel and Bo Belga for using profane language. And in bonus free throw, Kramer wasn't able to convert to that. At the end of the third, Rainer Shine, labang na naman pa rin. Well, the last thing Rainer Shine wants to do tonight is to repeat what they did versus the Alaska Aces. Led by as many as 22 seemed like they were in complete control of that game. They were shooting well. They were scoring in whichever way they wanted to. And all of a sudden, Alaska battled back and won in overtime.
So they gotta be wary of giving up 3-point shots. Dahil yun yung tumalo sa kanila in that fourth quarter. Could be an epic collapse, or was an epic collapse rather, by rain or shine. I think franchise yun, if I'm not mistaken, the biggest collapse of rain or shine. So, you know, one thing to look back in that ball game is something you can learn from. You know, do not take things for granted kahit nalamang ka or in control till the third at the start of the fourth quarter. So that's something. We're in the same situation. Let's see how they'll handle it this time.
Welcome to the fourth and final quarter between Rain or Shine and Barako Bull. Rain or Shine, if they win, as Bo Belga scoots in. Ooh, a push by Danny Siegel. And some tense moments between the two gentlemen because they figured in that commotion towards the end, or at the end of the third. But if Rain or Shine wins this game, they will be guaranteed a playoff for the number 2 spot heading into the playoffs. And there's that push by Danny. Fortunately, it ends at that. And yung Barako naman, what Barako wants to do is to try and overcome this big deficit, win this game, and stay alive. Because if they lose, what is already a complicated situation for them becomes even more complicated.
And you know, if there's one team that's hoping that Barako Bull will not win this ball game, that's Air 21, because that will give them a bigger chance of advancing. But if you're Barako Bull, you want to be able to win this game para yung fate mo nandito pa, hawak mo pa in that third quarter. Fate, Rain or Shine handled their fate really well. They scored 36 points in that quarter alone. 36. Alam mo yung mabigat doon, Nico? Napakadaming layup. Now, this is our team standings. Alaska is, of course, assured of the number 1 spot, 11-3. When you look at Rain or Shine, what are they playing for? They want to go for that second spot with another game against Meralco. Ito namang Barako Bull, they're at 9th right now. So they're trying to fight for that 8th spot to be able to get into the playoffs. And if they win this ball game, they will tie themselves with Air 21, give them a bigger chance. So, Barako Bull hanging on for dear life. Ito namang Rain or Shine shooting for number 2.
Welcome to the early moments of the fourth and final quarter. And Jeff Chan is working on the defense of Sean Anthony. Jeff will miss. Almost another rebound for Kramer. So instead, that ball will stay with Rain or Shine. What did Barako Bull discuss in their last time out, Jessica?
Well, so na Coach Raiko and the rest of the coaching staff are really trying to energize their players in that last huddle. Sabi nila kung may oras na dapat maging physical, when to really push hard at gamitin ang kanilang mga katawan, now would be the time, guys.
Certainly, you need to flex your muscles if you wish to climb back in the ball game, especially with the deficit this huge.
And especially against Rain or Shine. You know that Rain or Shine is very physical. Ito namang Barako Bull, known for their finesse. So something they need to change things up. And one guy who can change things up for Barako Bull, Jojo Dunsil.
He's not at all finesse, by the way.
And also not afraid of shooting or taking those shots.
Right. Here's Urbistondo and a duty foul given up by Jeff Chan. The first person na laban kay Jeff Chan. That will be the second team foul laban sa Rain or Shine. Barako unit on the floor. Urbistondo, Sigo, Bunsin, Kramer, and Sean Anthony. And both imports, they watched a big bulk of the second half from the bench, although si Bruno Shundov is slowly walking towards the scorer's table, and that's a foul on that three-point attempt by Sean Anthony.
We look at the statistics in the third quarter. Barako Bull, rather Rain or Shine scoring 36 points. So that just goes to show you. It depends on may problema talaga. You know, plus getting a number of layups. We'll check on how many layups Barako Bull got in the third quarter, or even points in the paint. Dahil napakadaling mga puntos nun.
DJ Buenga in his second game, spending a lot of time on the bench. He is nursing an injury which he sustained in his first game for Barako Bull.
Rain or Shine, 36 points in the paint so far in this ball game. So you know they're taking it to the gut of the defense of Barako.
Gary Ibanez Shundo being guarded by Doug Kramer. That's a drop pass. They go outside. Jeff Chan for 3. Rebound, Sean Anthony. Anthony. Good pass. Siegel loses it. Intimidated by the height of Bruno Shundo.
And when Bruno Shundo puts up his arms, parang wala ka na makita niya, no? Even if you're Danny Siegel, who's 6'6" and can jump. Shundo playing tremendous defense, just holding his own, putting his hands up. Yun yung mga classic na sinasabi ng coaches. Pag matangkad ka, payungan mo lang, taas mo lang yung kamay mo.
Here's Jeff. TY, 13 to shoot for Rain or Shine. There's the mismatch.
Just taking it quick even before the defense was able to set up. Shundov now with 20 points.
It's back to a 15-point lead for Rain or Shine. And here's Urbistondo. Kick out. Bunsin. Shot clock down to 9. Urbistondo for 3. Jeff Chan, no go. Rebound, Sean Anthony. Here's Siegel against Larry Rodriguez. Kick out, Anthony. And Kramer will miss. Here comes T.Y. Tang. Over to Larry Rodriguez. Good defense by Danny Siegel.
Well, that's a great effort by Danny Siegel. 1-on-2, he was able to make sure na hindi nakapuntos itong Rain or Shine. But offensive foul will be called on Jojo Dutzil.
Barako trying to find any way to get back in this game, especially now that we're already in the fourth quarter.
So far for Coach Raiko Norman and the entire coaching staff of Barako Bull, si Dave Marcelo and Don Aliado na lang ang hindi niya ginagamit in today's ball game. So really digging deep into his rotation.
Here's T.Y. Tang, shot clock down to 8. Again, they go to the mismatch.
Bruno Shundo knows how to use his size. Nakita mo yun. Hindi pa nakaka-set up yung depensa ni Doug Kramer. He already faced the basket and got the 2 points.
Here's Urbistondo for 3. Rebound Kramer. Doug Kramer now with 9 rebounds off the bench. Siegel for 3. No go. And some hand-to-hand combat between T.Y. Tang and Alain Maliksi. And they'll call the foul against T.Y. Tang.
T.Y. Tang trying to argue that ball. Still up by 17 points. But every time Barako will make like a mini run with 4 points, 5 points, may pangsagot itong Rain or Shine. They'll get a layup, they'll get a 3-point shot of their own.
Wow, Nick Penisi made it sure, wanted it to be absolutely clear na tatamaan siya ni Bruno Shundo on that 3-point shot. I believe Nick will have 3 free throws when we return. Timeout muna tayo. It's a Friday night. Rain or Shine and Barako Bull. It's slugging it out. That's brought to you by Rexona Men with 50% more long-lasting protection so you can do more. The weather nowadays, pang Rexona. Seryoso.
Summer na summer.
You see your thermostat inside it will be like 36, 37 degrees.
Sorry, yung kotse ko walang thermostat na ganun eh.
Thermometer, wala kang thermometer sa kotse. Big Penisi trying to help Barako Bull climb back here with under 8 minutes to go in the fourth and final quarter. And although it's not exactly a do-or-die game for Barako Bull, they do need to treat every game, every remaining game they have as a must-win game. Because as Jeff Chan misses, Barako Bull already in a very complicated situation, and then if they lose, it becomes even more complicated because That's the worst feeling, you know. As Sean Anthony will miss the layup, when your fate, when your chances to advance, ilalagay mo sa kamay ng ibang team na wala namang pakialam sa'yo.
Ayaw ka din pumasok.
Ayaw ka rin naman pumasok.
Lalo na pagkalaban mo dun sa huling posisyon.
Yeah. First, big question mark if we'll even see DJ Benga back in the game. We're not sure ano yung mas nangingibabaw na dahilan. Is it because of the injury or also possibly aided by what has been an unspectacular stint so far for this team? Time here, Sean Anthony. Wow. Inasiwas si T.Y. Tang. And
he wanted to get to the basket.
Yes, he did. And clearly, at the expense of T.Y. Tang. Yeah. And now, extra motions here. In fact, unnecessary contact and motions here coming from Sean Anthony. Kanina nakita natin, Boberga and Danny Siegel also getting into some commotion on the court.
Well, the coaching staff of Barako was asking them to become more physical. They are getting more physical. However, the physicality is actually showing more of their frustration.
So there's a double technical foul on Larry Rodriguez and Sean Anthony, who now papalamig muna ng ulo on the Barako Bull bench. Here's Paul Lee. Shundog for three.
Just so easy to bench the rain or shine. Nobody going up or extending out on Bruno Shundog.
Because there is no way to challenge a three-point shot by Shundog. I mean, how? How do you do it?
You try.
And then you hope that he misses. As Siegel challenges Shundog. No go. Barako missing. Multiple attempts near the basket. Meantime, here's Larry Rodriguez, and he will miss as well.
Well, even Larry Rodriguez and Ron Magas pretty much are the same mold. Once they decide to go to the basket, there is no stopping them.
There you go. A layup para kay Danny Siegel. He's in double figures with 10 points.
Again, the question for Barako Bull is their defense. They're able to score, pero nagbibigay naman sila ng 2-4 points sa pagbalik.
Shundog take the three again. This time, I think someone like Nick Penisi can really challenge this three-point shot. Basket is good, plus a foul for Danny Siegel.
If you're Barako Bull, you want to push the basketball up, try and score before kasi in depensa nitong rain or shine. Siegel now with 13 points, 6 points in the fourth.
No sign of DJ Benga on the floor. He's right there on that Barako bench. T.Y. Tang. Where's he going? He goes in. Tough shot off the glass. And T.Y. Tang got his own miss.
So usually the guy who shoots the basketball more or less will know saan papunta yung bola.
Here's Paul Lee. Nice swipe by Urbistondo. Over to Ital. Ital secures the leather. Over to Urbistondo. Goes inside, back outside. Ital won't shoot. Here's Siegel. And now Penisi. Penisi for three.
A great ball movement that time by Barako Bull. Though they missed the shot, they really made rain or shine work on that defensive set.
And time, Siegel. And he will take two. Danny Siegel taking it upon himself to try and bring Barako back.
Danny Siegel knows and understands the value of his scoring for Barako, not just in this ball game, but all throughout this conference.
Meantime, sa tulong ng Alaksan FR at sa pamumuno ng mga basketball legends, top 50 players mula Visayas at Mindanao ang napili at nabigyan ng 10 quarts of inspiration na oportunidad at libreng training gamit ang determinasyon determinasyon, sipag at pagpupursige. Magpapagalingan sila sa Alaksan FR National Finals sa April 16, 2013 sa Unilab Gym. Top 10 winners ay maaaring magpakuloy sa pag-abot ng kanilang pangarap dahil kapag sagot po ang galing, sagot ng Alaksan FR ang aral. 100% suporta ng Alaksan FR at isigaw ang galing mo. For more detail, visit facebook.com/Alaksan Masters. Here's Urbistondo for 3. Yes, sir!
Nobody getting up on Urbistondo. Rainer Shine has to be careful. They're only up by 10.
With over 4 minutes remaining in the playoff period. Remember, the last thing Rainer Shine wants to do is to show a repeat performance of the collapse. But this time, Larry Rodriguez connects. He has 4 points.
Kita mo gano'ng kahaba at dito si Bruno Sundog in that play. Linayo lang niya yung bola, wala nang makaabot.
Barako really hoping that Igbenisi could knock down more 3-point shots. And that's a foul in the backcourt from Urbistondo. 3:56 remaining in the fourth and final quarter. Lamang pa rin ang Rainer Shine, 93-81. So I'm glad you could join us sa ating PBA Friday coverage. And here's our Presto Cool under pressure play. Rocking the Presto Cooler prevents overheating, works better than water alone. Now in a cool new packaging. The objective for Rainer Shine is to stay cool.
But one thing they did not use, their breaks. 17 fast break points for Rainer Shine, or 16 rather fast break points in this ball game.
Those baskets hurt. If you're Barako Bull, with this much time remaining. Pinisi. Oh, interception. Larry Rodriguez. That will be a deflating turnover for Barako Bull.
When you look at Rainer Shine, they understand what happened to them in that last game against the Alaska Aces. They're trying to get out on the shooters and they're playing the passing lane a lot better. So they got that steal of Barako Bull.
Rainer Shine's objective is very clear. They want to keep it step with Alaska. Alaska clinched the top spot by winning over Ginebra. And they also won earlier against the Global Port by 1 point. So whatever happens, Alaska will end the elimination round as the #1 team. Rainer Shine, ayaw pa iwan. They want to be part of the top 2.
Well, they took a little bit of a slide nung simula and then that last ball game. Rainer Shine pretty consistent in this conference. Made a number of runs as well.
Barako Bull, they have guys like Makapagal and Pinisi, even Siegel and Urbistondo who can string together some 3-point shots. Paul Lee trying to locate Shundog. That's a turnover. Window of opportunity here for Barako. Here's Urbistondo. He fakes. Here's Makapagal. Over to Siegel. And Siegel will score!
That's what I'm talking about. The defense ng Rainer Shine, even if Siegel is able to score off that layup, you can see them trying to scramble, forcing Barako to pass the ball one more time para to ma-delay yung kanilang opensa. And that's just good defense, even if Barako was able to score.
10-point ball game for Rainer Shine, but they want to make sure they don't want to make any critical mistakes with 2:18 remaining in the fourth. As we send you back to Jessica.
You know, Miko, para kay Danny Siegel and Nick Pinisi, as much as nire-respect sila ng mga teammates na lagi rin silang inaasar. In fact, kanina naglolokohan pa sila kasi si Nick dire-diretso pumasok sa dugout ng Alaska. But for them, they're also the first ones to be an example to their younger teammates pagdating sa effort and never giving up. And for both of them, it's about showing na may asim pa sila, guys.
Alam mo, I can relate I can relate.
Sige nga.
I look up to you. I follow you.
What are you talking about? Let me just focus on the game. Approaching the last 2 minutes of the fourth, and here's Paul Lee. Paul Lee fires a 3. Yes, sir!
What a tough shot by Paul Lee. 15 points for Paul Lee, and this guy, patato. Angas ng Tondo.
Are you serious?
Oh, tatuod, di ba?
This there, and Seagull is fouled, and the basket is good. Barako Bull is really at this point striking on a miracle of biblical proportions. Try and bounce back here with 2 minutes remaining in the ball game.
When you're down by this much, you need a string of points. And if you remember that basketball game, nung magkalaban ng Rain or Shine at Alaska, nakaka 3 points itong Alaska Aces, care of Dondon Ontiveros, plus they were making the stops. So for Barako Bull, ang nangyayari, nakakapunto sila, pero yung depensa.
There's a foul against Mark Macapagal. Both teams are in the penalty. Rain or Shine, very comfortable 10-point lead. Tapos si Ryan Aranya, pwede pa niyang dagdagan yan.
Aranya already with 17 points in the ball game, made a big run in the third.
Of course, as always with Rain or Shine, if they go on to win this game, the selection for best player, laging ano yan, surprise.
Lagi mahirap.
Oh, yeah. Because of, the balanced attack. And Big Pinisi.
It's been solid. Oh, and only down by 8. Itong Barako. When you look at the ball game, parang total control itong Rain or Shine. But when you look at the score, hindi ganun kalayo.
So it's going to boil down to a battle between Rain or Shine's free throws, and Aranya will miss, and Barako Bull's 3-point shots.
Oh, yung quickness nila of how to be able to get that shot up and make it.
Maybe you even don't need to resort to 3-point shots immediately. Oh, 2 misses by Aranya, but Chito Jaime is...
Hindi called for that foul.
No, si Maliksi ang tatawagan ng foul. It's a good play by Chito Jaime, who's in the game for the first time. Even if you're Chito Jaime or Jonathan Uloan, you need to be ready at all times.
To be called in the last,
and you have to make your free throws.
last 2 minutes of the ball game.
There's Jonathan. We not sure if he'll see action. So 1 out of 2 for Chito Jaime. That would be make it a 9-point advantage. And let's see if Barako Bull will uncork a 3-point shot here. Here's Urbistondo. He goes in. Urbistondo loses his balance. That's a turnover.
Tough defense by Paul Lee. Itong si Josh Urbistondo, napakabilis nan going to the basket, but Paul Lee able to stop him. The referees will take a second look. Kanino mo mapupunta yung bola.
And after reviewing this play, ball will go to Rain or Shine.
That's off the foot or the leg of Urbistondo.
101-92, lamang ang Rain or Shine, and as the Painters, they can really take their sweet time managing the clock. 1 minute and 12 to go.
Number 88,
Foul on Vic Pinisi. 2 free throws for Paul Lee. Barako Bull wants a timeout with 1:07 remaining for the final quarter. It's a 10-point lead for Rain or Shine. Temperatures rising throughout this game with, the body contact, the hand-to-hand combat, frustration on one end, and domination on the other end. Normally that is the sizzling brew. A reflection of the kind of temperature we've been experiencing the past few days.
So you look at the team standings, it explains it all. Barako Bull needing to win this ball game to stay alive and get a better crack at that 8th and last spot of the quarterfinals. Rain or Shine wanting to assure themselves of the second spot. And talking about the defense of Rain or Shine, they forced Barako Bull into 13 turnovers. Pero maganda doon yung balik nila. How many points did they score off those turnovers? 19.
So 103-94, Rainer Shine lamang pa rin. Time winding down. Some of the fans inside the Big Dome deciding that it's impossible for Barako Bull to erase this deficit. But then there are also a lot of fans still inside the Big Dome, still hoping that Barako Bull will pull off a comeback of comebacks.
You know, if you're a Barako Bull fan, you want to make sure that you're still here, even, you know, all throughout the ball game, because you want to show your support to your team na kahit manalo o matalo, walang iwanan.
30-second timeout for Barako Bull. 42.8 seconds remaining. Michael Toroman will try and draw the play. We'll have 2 games tomorrow, PBA Saturday, from the Mall of Asia Arena as Petron plays. Will meet Air 21, and in the second game, the Barako Bolts will face the Sandwich Coffee Mixers. And then on Sunday, still inside the Mall of Asia Arena, Global Port and Barako Bull with Backhorns and Barangay Lebra will go up against Rockets in the second game. It's been a frustrating tournament without a shadow of a doubt for Coach Raiko Toroman. I can't imagine Raiko expecting that it would be easy. You know, taking over a new PBA team and then trying to instill a system as Nick Pinisi gets the interception. Here's Mark Makapagal for 3.
Well, if you want quick threes, Mark Makapagal, one of the guys that can give you that 8 points para kay Makapagal.
And Maliksi doing the wise thing. You send Chito Jaime to the of all the guys on the floor. You send the guy who's played the least amount of minutes and hope he misses.
And he missed early on.
Kanina, he was 1 out of so you test the confidence of a role player like Chito Jaime. Passes the first free throw test with flying colors. And second free throw coming up for him. He got his own miss.
Oh, heads up play by Chito Jaime again. Yung kanina nung na-foul siya, that's actually an offensive rebound and now gets his own miss. Trying to secure this win by Rainer Shine.
Really, that's how you repay. The kind of trust that Yengyao has in him, at least in this game, to send him in. And, Coach Yengi fully knows that all the players here might be fouled and could be sent to the line. But total confidence in Chito Jaime.
And making the big play, making the wise decision, being aggressive even if he knows that they are up. Na yung mga ibang players will just actually run back on defense, but he tried to get another opportunity and he was rewarded with it.
Alain Maliksi fouled out of this ball game, and Jojo Dunsil will take his place. Paul Libis is the first free throw at 14.7 seconds remaining.
Paulie, another solid performance for him. 18 points. 3 out of 5 from the three-point area and then 6 rebounds and 2 assists.
So with 14.7 seconds remaining, we'll take this time out back in a moment.
It's really a family event watching a basketball game.
Here's Mark Makapagal. Fires away. That should do it. Whoop. Yeah, that should do it. Last touch on Jojo Dunsil. Wow. Okay. Both coaches really feel it's necessary to use their timeouts with only 8.3 seconds. And this is going to be a victory for the Rainer Shine Elasto Painters.
So the ball will go to Rainer Shine. Timeout will be charged to Rainer Shine as well.
So we'll take this timeout. We'll be back in a moment. The result of all these mga timeouts, more TV time for the crowd. They're the beneficiaries of all these timeouts, as Shundop will miss. He's pleading for a foul.
Still wanting to get the last say. will be wanting to get a free throw. Rain or shine will take this basketball game 106-97. Rain or shine getting their 9th win in this conference.
Rain or shine, this guarantees at least a playoff for the number 2 spot. They're coveted at this point. Final score 106-97. Rain or shine winning over Barako Bull. And Dominic, your choice for best player of the ball game.
Best player of the ball game, Ryan Aranya played solid all throughout the game. Pero nung third quarter, when really Rain or shine just all of a sudden put on or stepped on the gas, he was able to lead that team. He was getting layups. Ang pinapakita dun sa depensa, ay, may depensa ba? He was getting layups, 1 against 4, 1 against 3. Ryan Aranya, our best player of the ball game.
Okay, we'll speak with Ryan right now. Ryan, kayo ba, malaking leksyon ba sa inyo yung nangyari against Alaska? Kaya in this game, hindi nyo na pinabayaan yung malaking lamang nyo?
Oo, kasi nung sa Alaska, akala namin, nag-relax kami, akala namin, kaya na namin, kuha na namin yung panalo, pero hindi pa pala. So, yung ngayon, kahit na malaki lamang, kailangan pukpok pa rin talaga. Gawin namin kung ano yung dapat gawin.
Ren, sinabi ni Jessica kanina na hindi daw nagalit si Coach Cheng pagkatapos ng talo nyo against the Alaska Aces. At medyo nakakagulat yung ganong reaksyon. At nagdala ba yun na hindi kayo papatalo ito this game because ayaw nyo magalit si Coach Cheng kung matalo kayo ulit?
Oo nga siguro kaya hindi rin siya nagalit nung last game dahil kung sakasakali matalo kami ngayon, iipunin parang ngayon magalit. So parang yun, ayaw din namin mangyari yun. Kaya yun, naglaro kami naman ng solid defense at the same time, maganda rin yung offense namin.
Ngayon Ryan, alam namin, no, marami kong fans. May nakita ka kaming poster doon na Go Ryan Aranya. Hindi ko alam kung ikaw nagpagawa nun. Pero ba't di mo bati lahat ng mga Aranya fans and all the Rain or Shine fans?
Oo nga first of all, binabati ko yung mami at daddy ko nanood sa bahay, yung mga kamag-anak ko sa Kasiguran Aurora, yung mga tiga-Baler, yung mga naglalaro ng Clash of Clans, Tribu Pilipinas, tsaka yung mga Ryanista, mga fan, mga followers sa Twitter. Hello sa inyo lahat. Tsaka yung mami ng girlfriend ko, si Tita Rosalie, tsaka kay Michelle. Hello.
Tama yan. Don't forget. Congratulations, Ryan Aranya and the Rain or Shine Alaska Painters winning over Barako Bull 106-97. For Jessica Mendoza, my partner Dominic Goy, I'm Nico Alini saying goodnight from the Big Dome Active Center. Next.